declutter progress report. This is number 3, and I plan on doing that on Fridays until I feel like I have nothing else that can be decluttered, which I don't know if that's ever going to, happen, but we'll see. I do find that, I feel like I don't have great declutter hauls or whatever, if you want to call it that, because like I said before, I have been decluttering slowly over the past, I don't know, at least a couple of years. And I mean, not intentionally like I'm doing now, like I'm trying to focus, and especially since I plan on putting a declutter progress report video on Fridays, it's gonna help keep me accountable, if you know what I mean. So big or small, the declutter haul is here again today. And it's a little more than last week's, I believe, because I did go through, like I said, I believe on Wednesday, my zone this week was office and paperwork, so I kind of started there in my focus, and I have gotten rid of quite a bit of paperwork, old bills and things that we don't need anymore, we don't need to hold on to anymore. So I've done that, and I didn't say that. I thought about weighing all my paperwork that I get rid of, but I don't want that hanging around. I don't want piles of paper hanging around just to prove that I'm getting rid of it. And I've mentioned before, I do declutter, trash stuff, and I'm not gonna say that to show on my videos, but trust me, I went through my file of bills and, just my files, and some of my files. I mean, we have a whole file cabinet that I need to go through, and I do go through occasionally, but I haven't even hit that yet. And we have drawers in our desk that have old bill. I haven't hit that lately. I have hit it in the past, but like I say, I kind of set a timer, and I don't want to exhaust myself to the point of I don't ever want to do this again. I refuse. I'm not doing this ever again, so it just sits there. So I'm taking little bite-sized baby steps, whatever you want to call it, to help me keep momentum going. So again, I said it before, but even if I consider it a win if I just get rid of one thing a day. So, and some days I don't get rid of anything, but other days I get rid of more. So anyway, let's get on task here, TJ. This week, I guess I'll start with the little things first. My daughter used to work for Goodwill, and as a cashier, and she kind of, every job she does, she kind of likes to learn all the jobs she can so she can be of service and be more valuable to her employers, because if they need someone to fill in for another position or whatever, if that makes sense. But anyway, I asked her, I said, these are my old prescription glasses, my last pair of prescription glasses, and they have a little scratch. I don't know, I don't think it, there's that dust, y'all. They have it, well, they've been sitting there. They have a little scratch here. I don't think it's not highly visible. It bothered me when I was trying to wear them and read and things. I could see that scratch, and it bothered me. So that kind of was a kick in my behind to go ahead and get another pair of glasses. So, but I asked her, I said, do they take prescription glasses? Because I've kind of looked for, what can I do I know there are organizations that take prescription glasses, but she said yes, Goodwill does. Now I don't donate to Goodwill. I'm not gonna be. I'm not gonna mention who I donate to, but I will say I don't donate to Goodwill. All that's a little controversial depending on who you're talking to. But anyway, I mean, you could probably guess, and that's okay. But yeah, she said yes, they take them and they sell them and people buy them. So I'm going to take the chance and donate these to the thrift store that I regularly donate to. And if my attitude is, if they use it, great. If someone else can use the thing, great. If they pitch it, well, it's out of my hands by then. I'm gonna have to put y'all on pause a minute here, because someone is fussing in the bedroom. She was making her little noises in here, and I thought, well, I'm gonna put her on the bed and attempt to make my video. But no, Mama is not attached to her hip, so I'm gonna bring her back in here and see if she can hush. 1 minute, please. Okay, here's little Miss Fussin' Stuff. Yeah, see, she needs her mommy at all times. She's always had a bit of a, what do you call it? Excuse me a minute, a little. She's always had a bit of, what do you call it? Separation anxiety. From the time she was a little pup, I came home from work shortly after getting her one day just to kind of check in on her. And I came in and she had her back to the door and she was just howling this throaty howl. Broke my heart. But, she's always been kind of, like I say, she needs her mommy, and, that's okay. So, throw that away. That was a piece of tape. I don't know why it's there. Moving on. This little bracelet, I thought it was, I don't know if it's silver or not. I don't think it is. But I'm going to put that in, excuse me, I'm going to put that in my giveaway items for the thrift store. I do have them scheduled to come on the 31st to pick up my bags and boxes. So that's in motion. So once that's gone, I get to start a whole nother pile. Oh, my stomach. I hope y'all didn't hear that. My stomach is growling. This, I don't know. It's not sterling silver. So I think I'm just gonna, I don't know. Man, I hate to throw stuff away. Like, I always figured someone somewhere that's crafty or whatever may want, may use it for something. I think I'll ask my daughter, because she's my litmus test of things that I'm in doubt about whether I should donate or not. Because, she kind of has an inside, she knows what keeps and what's thrown out and stuff. So I think I'm gonna ask her what she thinks of that. As far as donating, I don't want to be insulting to anyone or to a thrift store, but I don't know. Like I say, crafty people, they do crafty things with things that some people would consider refuse. So sometimes I question myself on things. Now these are 2 tiny post type earrings, and I don't even know. I don't remember. I have things, especially like little jewelry, little things here and there. I don't even know where these came from. I don't know if I bought, I mean, I'm a jewelry lover, so, you know, there comes a point when you have so many of a certain category, or myself anyway, oh goodness. I can't, like, there's things I have, I don't know where they came from. You know, I mean, when the kids were little, they would give me things for Mother's Day. They would buy me things. So I don't know, you know, I don't know where these came from. And I'm seriously doubtful that they're sterling. They almost have a bronze look to them. I don't know. Dollface Michelle. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm gonna have to hurry this along, and I know you're happy for that. So that's another thing. I'm gonna ask my daughter, like, I mean, for instance, okay, I'm gonna say I mentioned her in my last, woo, had to clear my throat there. What was I saying? Oh, I mentioned her in my last video, Diane in Denmark. I love her, but goodness gracious. It's like having children, you know? I mean, just a side note here. Okay, when I had toddlers, I don't know if other mothers go through this or went through this. Let's ignore that. She's fine. She just wants to go for her beauty rest. Let's ignore that. I mean, I can't ignore it because, you know, but please try to overlook that fussy noise. Because I can put her right back in the bed and she'll just keep on. So, maybe if I get her stroller and put her in there. Hold on one moment. Okay. Oh, I'm going to trip over the stroller. Okay. And I have another post earring. But what I was saying about Diane in Denmark, she repurposes things. I know she's like done leather paint on leather items, boots, jacket, you know, pants. I don't remember all. I haven't watched every one of her videos, but I know she does things to give things new life, which I admire. And I do that at times, but right now, I have, like I say, my husband, I just have too many, like, little things, as you just witnessed, the little things that pull me away from, like, if I'm in the middle of a task or something, little things pull me away. And I sometimes have a hard time getting back on task after that interruption or disruption. And I mean, if I had the time, I mean, there's things, I do have the time, I'll be honest, there's times I just, you know, I'll plop down and I just zone out. The thing with that is there's the mental fatigue and exhaustion from all those little things. And I mean, I'm not complaining, I'm just saying that's how it is, you know. I do plenty of sitting and just kind of zoning out, watching the television, or I mean, I've taken up journaling again, well, not journaling, but, you know, junk journaling type things. And I'm enjoying that because it is I guess I'm kind of a creative minded person. I like this, like making videos. I find, I mean, although they're not the most spectacular, I've seen better, but it is a creative outlet for me. So right now, I just don't see myself like, I do have a little dachshund pendant that my husband bought me a while back, a couple of them actually, and they've lost their, I mean, I think what I'm getting at is I am gonna one of the girls, stop, mommy's right here, you stinker. I know you're sleepy. When a baby hasn't had its nap. I do want to see if I can spray paint or paint them to bring them, give them new life, because I really hate to just throw them away, but they have seen better days. I'll just put it that way. So I'm gonna, I don't know. I'm gonna ask my daughter on these odds and ends of jewelry. So I'm gonna move those out of the way. Move my little acrylic thing that I use to put things in that are small that I'm gonna give away or do away with. Now, like I said, I did do a lot of paperwork, these things. I did do a lot of paperwork decluttering, and I'm gonna work on that some more today. Excuse me, I'm moving the stroller because I have tripped over this thing once and fell on my behind, and we can't be having that around here, because heaven forbid the only person that, the main caregiver in the house is down for the count. Oh Lord, I don't even know what we would do. Anyway, I did go through. Now, let me preface this by saying I do not believe in getting rid of other family members' things without their permission. And I kind of just, for the most part, leave things alone. But there's things, since my husband's stroke, there's things he just doesn't, like things he doesn't wear anymore, or things like that. So I did take the liberty of going through his shorts and things from, goodness, his stroke it's going on 14 years now. So what I did was I do the elastic part of the shorts, and the elastic is worn, and it's beyond, it's just, I guess you say dry rotted, I don't know. But so all that is going, and I'm not even gonna donate it to a thrift store. I think I'm just gonna pitch it and move on from there. He has clothes in his closet, BS before stroke, things like that. But I have already gone through those in the past, and most of them are fine. And I'll probably go through them again at some point in the future. But I just, he has a handful of clothes he wears, his capsule wardrobe, I guess you'd call it, because he needs things that are comfortable on his skin and stuff. He's like, is it hyper? I don't know. It's some kind of condition where his skin is highly sensitive to certain things. So, he's down to wearing soft, comfortable things. Anyway, that's about it. I did pull out those makeup brushes, and I thought, well, I know it hasn't been a month, but I looked them over again, and I think what I'm gonna do, this may be a mistake. I'm petting her, comforting her. I put them in a old makeup bag, not old makeup bag, but a makeup bag that I'm not using right now, a cosmetic bag. And so they were kind of out of sight, out of mind kind of thing. And I think, I don't know, see, that's, now that I say that, that's, I guess, kind of the point. If when I'm doing my makeup, I don't think, oh, I wish I had a different brush. Because I was thinking maybe if I put them out here with my other brushes, I might find that I reach for certain ones, but I don't know. Do you have any ideas? I mean, I don't know. I am not the best declutter. I'm not the best organization person, obviously. So, what do you think I should do? If anyone can give me some advice to help me, as far as those makeup brushes, should I set them on my counter? And so they're more handy, you know, because I'm lazy. I'm not gonna, I mean, and honestly, so far, I guess I should be honest with myself. So far, I haven't missed them. I don't know, I'll have to think on it. I'll have to think on it some more, but you know, I still have time. The month isn't up yet. Anyway, I, as always, appreciate y'all being with me, and if you watch through the whole video, so pathetic. I know, Mama. Oh no, Mama's almost done. I appreciate you being here with me. I appreciate, you know, I'd appreciate it if you give me a thumbs up and share my videos maybe, and subscribe, and you know, make comments, anything to help my little engine that could YouTube channel. I think I can. Anyway, everyone, we are, yeah, here I go again. We are on Bertha watch, tropical storm Bertha watch. Last night, this window here, I was just getting ready to shut the curtains last night, and whoosh, this big old gust of wind blew, and there was a bush type thing right out on that side of the window. The branches were whipping. I'm like, oh my gosh. And then I went out of this bathroom into the living area, and I'm hearing heavy rain. Like, it just came out of nowhere. I mean, I knew we were expecting Bertha, but the last I heard was that it may not impact us that much. And so you know, I don't really put all my trust in weather forecasts, because so many times they're wrong. And so I wasn't expecting that. I don't think any of us were. I mean, anyway, and I went out into the living area, and it suddenly felt humid, and I heard rain sounds as if I was outside in the rain. You know, it was just like very clear rain sounds, and I'm thinking, oh my gosh, did our roof our roof is on its last legs. So my thought was, oh my gosh, you know, is it raining in the house? Oh, so and then I look, because it was feeling humid and warm, you know, it was just like walking into a wall of humidity, and then the sounds of rain, as if I'm standing in the middle of, you know, out on the porch, and rain is out raining. And I look, and the gust had blown our front door open. And there was just so much tree debris, leaves, and my daughter, she's upstairs, she says, Mom, that's hail. I said, no, that's not hail. I said, it's tree twigs and leaves and stuff were hitting the front door. I mean, it was blowing everything towards our door, and it sounded like hail, I guess, to her. Like I say, it was just totally unexpected. So anyway, I'm gonna keep a little bit of a half eye on the Weather Channel, because they are, I don't know, I don't even think they know. The last I listened, they're kind of, you know, they sounded like they weren't sure where it was going to end up. So anyway, I'm kind of preparing. So say prayers for us, y'all, that our roof doesn't blow off. And I'll see y'all next time. Seems like my last video, or one of my last videos, over a year ago, was after Hurricane Beryl, and we took, we took a good hit on that. We had to get a window repaired. We had to get, one of our trees fell over. I think I told y'all that. Even, I believe I tried to show it in video. It was pretty bad. It was the worst impact we've ever personally experienced. Even Harvey didn't hit us that hard. So you never know, it does what it wants to do. So see y'all next time. Bye.